My number one tip for this is that I highly recommend that you're doing free choice centers for your students. And at the preschool age, yes, my lesson is 20 to 30 minutes, but that's about max of what they can do. The rest of the day should be a free choice play. They should be playing where they want and who they want to play with. You set up your centers to match the standards that you're working on. And yes, not every child's going to hit every one of those, and they're not going to do it, and that's okay. So I think you kind of let go of some of the control and let it be more of a student-led playing experience, and that might help. So if you're already doing that, the next thing is routines. At the beginning of the year, I spend the first 3 to 4 weeks just focusing on routines. So students know it is their responsibility to clean up their centers. Only this many students are allowed in each center. If they're playing with the materials incorrectly, if they're throwing things, they're going to be moved out of that center. I think that the removal of consequences has been a real hindrance to our students. And so I'm a very loving teacher. I love all of my students, and they all know that, but I also have very high expectations of them. So they're not going to just do whatever they want to do. I have 22 4-year-olds. This is why you have to have so much structure. So during center time, I'm actually doing small groups. So I'll call over a group of 2 to 5 children at a time, depending on what I'm doing. But I'm also monitoring the classroom. If students are causing issues, we'll talk about it. And if it's still continuing, they'll have to find a new center. If they're having trouble at that center, I'll give them a center to play at. So it is really important that students are getting consequences. I go both ways here. I praise every good thing that I see. That's why I have a star chart where students only move up, they don't move down. So any good behavior that I see that I love, and letting them know that they should feel proud of themselves. And then at the same time, they know that this is my expectation of them. And if they don't meet that expectation, they need to know that there are consequences for their actions. That was kind of long-winded. I'm not sure if that answered the question or not. Those are just a few of the things that I do to make sure that I have some order in my classroom.